Hello, hello, welcome on our channel. Another Saturday. We've listened to Ænima the other day. I've learned quite a lot from the comments, thank you so much. It seems that I merely touched the base with Ænima song, really. The actual reference to mom was more likely to be a reference to Mother Nature and the drop into the sea, the whole California. So the emptiness of the LA was quite evident from the song, something that I didn't really focus on, so thank you so much for that. In any event, we are finishing the whole Ænima album. It is a big day. We will be listening to Minus Ions and The Third Eye. I know quite a lot of you waited for these songs, so I hope you will enjoy it. I hope I will enjoy it. Would you like to say anything before we start?
Yeah, I think you're gonna like Third Eye very much, and it's quite a long song. It's over 13 minutes, so there's gonna be a lot to go through.
Yeah, I couldn't find the lyrics to Minus Ion, so I'm assuming there's none. Am I right?
Yeah, pretty much no.
You know, I don't want any surprises. Recently, I'm surprised on many videos, so hopefully this one will be without surprises, unless obviously there will be a nice surprise with the song itself. So yes, let's do it.
Okay, you've got lyrics.
Yes, I do. Every single time.
Okay, so Minus Ions first.
Will you let me know once it's finished?
Yep.
Like a storm.
Yeah, so it finishes up and third eye.
Okay. It wasn't that long.
4 minutes.
Now comes the juice. That's how I feel.
See, I think drugs have done some good things for us. I really do. And if you don't believe drugs have done good things for us, do me a favor. Go home tonight, take all your albums, all your tapes, and all your CDs and burn them.
That's Bill Hicks.
Because you know what? The musicians who made all that great music that's enhanced your lives throughout the years, real fucking high on drugs.
Realize that all matter is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration, that we are all one consciousness experiencing itself subjectively. There's no such thing as death. Life is only a dream and we're the imagination of ourselves. Here's Tom with the weather.
Plenty of sounds here.
It's not a war on drugs, it's a war on personal freedom is what it is, okay? Keep that in mind at all times. Thank you.
Lovely start, you know.
You should close your eyes.
I may do it in a moment. Whoa.
Shrouding all the ground around me is this holy crow above me, black as holes within a memory, blue as our new second sun. I stick my hand into the shadow and pull the pieces from the sand, which I attempt to reassemble. See just who I might have been. I do not recognize the vessel, but the eyes seem so familiar, like phosphorescent desert buttons, singing one familiar song.
Why you running?
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah, I can tell. That was... Oh,
Something else.
that was something else, yeah. It was so hard not to keep my eyes closed for the whole time, but you know what? A few times I looked at you and you've been like, just like that, like with your eyes fully closed. You've been so into it. You love the song, don't you?
I don't listen to it that often, but I really like every time I listen to it.
That's exactly like you said. That was just something else. It was so fresh in the sense that it was so different.
So one thing, it's the end of Ænima album. That's one thing, and I couldn't wish for better ending for that album, right? That's pretty cool.
It's like it just summarizes the whole experience, the whole album. It's brilliant. Shall we start maybe with Minus Ions though? Because I may be a bit biased here because I've seen in the comment section under our previous video that Minus Ions is probably something that is on the album because of an accident. So I may be biased in the sense I may not be looking for some deeper meaning or maybe relation between the songs.
So
It's kind of effect, at least that's what I've seen in the comments. I may be wrong, but I was told it was just some experiment because there was one song missing, and that was the result.
and the band like to keep playing with this kind of short
Different sounds.
different sounds. Yeah, that's what I read as well. But to me, so when I listened to Ions, I've heard if I were like under the train station, something like that, I could hear the trains coming above me, and then there was this buzzing of electricity, like those ions, because
Oh yeah, yeah, that would make
so
sense.
my thought were that's such a small thing, not small thing, but electricity. Like it made me appreciate electricity, like how this thing, like if you can think about it, like how much electricity changed for humans. Like everything is running on electricity now. I don't
Oh
know.
my God,
it just
but
made me.
You know what? That's great. Such a deep thought out of something like this. In all honesty, let me be honest with you. I didn't really like this bit. That the more we've been going through Ions, I think the more my kind of ears been getting used to the sound. I didn't find it really pleasant at the beginning. It was hard for me to kind of adjust, but then it was a pretty good match because the start of Third Eye was quite similar. I even made notes of different sounds I hear through Minus Ions. So at the beginning it was a little bit like a storm for me. Then it was this very kind of electrical sound.
Yeah.
Then we had this buzzing. Then I heard, like from some kind of I want to say cosmic kind of sound, like in this aliens movies type
There
of
is
thing.
silence in cosmos, in space. Like
Yeah,
there's
but
no sound.
yeah, but I mean like from a spaceship.
Yeah.
That's more or less
I
the
know
sound.
what you mean. Yeah.
And then there was this broken light bulb or perhaps broken lamp. So it's indeed there's this kind of electricity theme throughout. I didn't have such a deep thoughts as you had, unfortunately.
So my another thought was that Ions was a training for your hearing and your mind to like get used to the space and things like that. And then the third eye is like it's often the third eye is like your another sense kind of. So when you're hearing that, maybe it's like preparing you. Maybe I'm too wishful, but I like to think that it's preparing you to receive the third eye better.
That's I think it's great actually. I'm even pretty a bit I'd say jealous that you had this kind of consideration, because again I was probably a bit biased because I obviously read the comments, and in my mind I probably was thinking from the outset, unfortunately, that it would be something perhaps with not such a deep meaning, although indeed it was a great intro to Third Eye, which was just different on the musical level, on the technical level, the whole sounds, voices. is just something else, like you said. And I think there's something more in what you're saying in reference to the ions, to the electricity itself.
What do you mean? What's...
So you've mentioned, because the song is called Minus Ions.
Yeah.
So I think there may be something more to it, actually.
Do you mean like the word minus, or?
No, just the the electrical bit.
So yeah, ion is an. Let me just find it so I don't talk bullshit. Ion is an atom or molecule that has a net electrical charge, and then there's minus. So I think it is like a wordplay as well for the title itself.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I have anything else to say about Minus Ions, though, because I really want to crack on Third Eye. It was so deep, so great. What are your feelings? What are your thoughts about about Third Eye?
Oh, I think we're gonna spend some time on that one.
Yeah, this video may prolong, I think. It depends how it's gonna go. Shall we start from the beginning then? There was Bill Hicks. I also read a few bits and pieces about him. Thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. I know you like him, don't you?
Yeah, I always tried to show you Bill Hicks shows or concerts or whatever stand-uppers concerts are named. So I always tried to get you into him as well, but it didn't really...
I know, it didn't click. I'm really sorry. Hope you won't hate me for it. I even gave it a go this morning when you've been out. I tried. I just don't think I kind of get his humor. Maybe it's just, it's just me probably. I just didn't get it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm too young. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm just not getting the sense of humor really. But yeah, not my piece of cake. You like him though. But irrespectively of what's Bill Hicks' art, I think it was a pretty good match to include certain wording and certain sentences he was saying throughout the song.
So he was saying about humans being one collective kind of, I don't remember the exact words, but that we are part of one, like the whole humanity.
It was really, really spiritual for me, and like ephemerism, that's the word that crosses my mind. It was so, like, the essence was just in the air when you've been listening to the song. And what caught my eye in particular was the reference to the child. So I'm pretty sure there's much more in the song, and it is actually quite deep. Let me just load up the lyrics. So, a child's rhyme stuck in my head, dreaming of that face again, and then he says, trying to open my third eye. I think we need to consider this bit separately. But my whole experience was that trying to open my third eye. Actually, let's start with this maybe. What's reference in it? Because I have a few kind of strands of thought on this particular one. It may be some state that you're in when you're under the influence, some kind of different catharsis type of state under
I mean, I think we should take first take the third eye itself, the title, and just those two words, third eye. It's often, I think people often say third eye might be like intuition, and also like different state of mind as well.
I actually, you know what I did? I looked up the title, the third eye, because I was pretty sure it has some deeper meaning. I didn't I'm not fully acknowledged with this, in all honesty. I'm not an expert, but what I found is that in Dharmic spiritual traditions from India in particular, the third eye refers to the eye of chakra. So I think chakra are techniques of medication, more or less.
Medication or meditation?
Meditation.
Okay.
Yeah, and third eye refers to the gate that leads to inner realms and spaces of higher consciousness. In spirituality, third eye often symbolizes enlightenment or evocation of mental images with deeply spiritual or psychological significance.
Yeah, so it's like walking away out of matrix. It's kind of like that.
Mhm.
That so we're living in some reality that we use our two eyes to interact with that reality, our touch, our hear, whatever. But they claim there's something more. There's like this hidden reality that we just don't get to see. But when we activate this our third eye, for example, by doing some specific drugs or I don't know, doing some meditation or whatever, then you get to access that hidden universe, kind of. So I think that's what
Yeah.
it
So
is.
what can put you into this state?
So I think it's DMT, for example, which is it's a substance that it's being created in your brain, but
Okay.
also I think you can. It's in plants, some kind of plants. Ayahuasca. I think you watched some documentary about
yeah,
it,
I've-
or you heard about it.
Yeah, I heard about it. I heard.
So this is DMT, for example.
Okay. Okay.
Also, I think some people claim that by I think it's called holotropic breathing, that you like try breathing very fast for like 30 minutes or something, and your brain will produce more DMT than usually, and then you get to feel that different state of mind, kind of. And I think when you listen to Third Eye by Tool, which we just listened to, if you close your eyes, you are actually getting to that state a little bit.
Is this what happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't go through any portals, but it makes you look at things in different perspective, I think.
Yeah. The mixture of those sounds and these voices, it was just amazing. Like you could really feel like you're somewhere else.
Exactly.
It's hard to describe even, you know?
Exactly.
It was just that was pure in this sense, the freshness, like
the whole composition
so
of that song,
good.
right? There are multiple parts to that song for sure. It starts differently, then it goes through those phases.
Yeah.
It's very unusual
Yeah.
composition.
And when you think of it, indeed, when you're under influence, for example, of some psychoactive substances, this type of feelings, that's what you may actually feel. So that's how you may react to your environment, and that's how you may take the world. So I think that can be kind of a reflection within the song, really. And the song was just expressing your state of mind and changes throughout this process.
But what if it's even deeper? So many people, I actually watched a lot of interviews and so on with people after DMT, after
Okay.
ayahuasca and so on. And they claim they get to unlock some truths about like humanity. Like they see everything differently. They see that we are not just individuals. We are all connected. There is something. So I think I like that analogy. So let's imagine, the atoms, how there are electrons, protons, and you know how it is similar to planets actually, and so stars like sun has planets orbiting around it, right? It's the same with atoms, which we know now because we can. And where I was going with that, and I think some people claim that you might think about humans in similar way, that we are not like totally separate from each other. We are somehow orbiting around some.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it's more like meta-analysis of humanity and the way people are connected, maybe. Is this what you're getting at?
Yeah, imagine in your body you have a lot of cells, like millions of cells, right? But they are separate. You can see the separate cells. You can see where one cell starts and one cell finishes, right? But then you have humans that I start here, I end here. There is space between us, but somehow we are connected.
Okay. I think you may be right. I'm gonna go with something else, only because I think you may take the song slightly differently. You may take the song as looking at individual rather than, humanity as a whole, and from kind of your own perspective. That's what I found interesting, bits and pieces. And again, it all comes to this different state of mind. And actually, the definition I found that refers to this higher consciousness, state of higher consciousness. That's what I feel like matches here, really.
So what is it?
It's like the gates that leads to inner realms and spaces of higher consciousness. In spirituality, third eye often symbolizes enlightenment or evocation of mental images with deeply spiritual or psychological significance. Actually, what if the song is just a big summary of all these experiences and everything that we discovered in previous songs? Imagine that if it's understanding, like this third eye, it's this another consciousness when you finally understand what happened to you. It's just something that crossed my mind. Let's go back. I had a list somewhere of all the songs on the album. So we have Stinkfest, Eulogy, H and Useful Idiot, then 46 and 2, Message to Harry, Hooker with a Penis, Intermission and Jimmy, Dear von Satan, Push It, Cesar's Mobility, and Ænima. And then we have Minus Ions and Third Eye. And in all those songs, like Push It, for example, Stinkfest, Eulogy, there was loads in the songs about the difficult experiences, the difficulties of relationships, the toxic relationships, and the effect they have on life. We had Jimmy, which was such a strong song about the child and about something terrible that happens to him, something that he can't comprehend at this young age. And then in this song, in Third Eye, you have a reference to the child. So it's like I opened my third eye, like I finally understand it all. So it's like a summary. And perhaps it happened because of all of these experiences and some random event that kind of opened this third eye, that I see it clearly now. I see exactly what happened to me. Or perhaps I took, some drugs like LSD or I'm not good at drugs, sorry guys, but anything else that has this, that can affect your mind, that opens this third eye, that allows you to understand everything. So that will be a great summary for all of it.
Okay, that's very interesting. I like that. And it made me think about one verse I saved when we were listening to it. And so, first, prying open my third eye, right?
Yeah.
He says that multiple times. Then there's something, and chasing the tail of dogma, I opened my eye. I think that's very interesting. The tail of dogma. I mean, my first obvious thought about it is religion, right? Opium for masses.
Yes, or any other ideology again.
Or yeah, I mean,
and
to me they're the same.
And even our last song, even the Ænima, the reference to Mother Nature that should just put the whole California, LA under the water because of emptiness of that space, because of the perhaps some ideological values or perhaps lack of values. And the struggle that they need to now live in. I even reference in Ænima to adjustment, to be around these people. And I found in the comments even a better word, survival.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. That's what it may refer to as well, to any type of religion or ideology or dogmas that we couldn't understand. Now we have this third eye. We can't comprehend it with our consciousness, or we don't give a damn about all of this anymore because we are in a different state. It may be this as well. But you know what? I actually really like your reference to the cosmic nature, the ions as well. There's some really deep stuff in it.
Yeah, I think this whole album, but then I want to say this and previous one, it's really great journey throughout the nature of humans.
Yeah. Oh, that's great, honestly. What what's your summary of the whole album then?
My first thought after you said that, I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's like another chapter of the Bible that the Tool is creating.
Oh, I hope it is. I'm looking forward to the next songs. Oh my, I'm really glad we did this, you know. I think this song is a great summary of the whole album, of all this journey.
I have one more thought actually. So, like you said, I've been closing my eyes actually quite a lot during listening to that Third Eye. And it actually, like, after listening to that song and throughout listening it, I actually felt better, like more peaceful when I was listening to it. I don't know, have you had any thought like that?
At the beginning, it was hard for me again. My ear was genuinely hard to adjust to this weird sounds for a long period of time. It was just strange. And then it was getting used to it. And then there was I'd say, quite similar, start of Third Eye as compared to Minus Ions. It's like, it was like just flowing. The sound was flowing. And then all the sound was brilliant. It was, I could feel different emotions throughout. But I think I would agree with you that after the end of the song, you feel a bit... It is kind of like a meditation indeed. Like you've been in the state of meditation, especially when I was closing my eyes.
Okay, so what if that moment you said that it started all to flow, if that was a portal, the aforementioned portal?
Portal, like from Narnia. But you know what, it
like
is. It's actually a great word, and I think I agree. And the whole song is just like, but yeah, it's like a reflection of the state you are in, or the feelings or emotions you feel when you are in some different state of mind. It's like, it is really spiritual, though. Hard word for me to say, spiritual. This whole song was a spiritual experience, I'd say.
Yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm not sure if there's anything else I would like to say, really, because I think I'm just still, I'm still feeling the song. I still want to, like, fully go through the song in my head, perhaps. It's just, it was just amazing, you know?
Do you want to score the song, or are we done with scoring?
I think we're done with scoring, really. I don't know, how about you? I just enjoy it too much now to score it. I just feel like it wouldn't be fair for one song to score over another at this
How
stage.
about the whole album? Did you like it more than the previous one?
That's also quite difficult. Like I said previously, it becomes more and more difficult for me to kind of distinguish between them, especially that it's just different. But I'd say at least on the technical level, this one was much more mature.
Yeah.
Compared to the Opiate.
Although the more
or Undertow.
So Undertow, I think it grew on me again. Like in that last couple of weeks or months, we listened to the songs we already reacted to, and we listened to them together, and we liked them again more and more and more. They really grew up on us. Yeah,
that's also quite a good point, and I can highly recommend. I don't think I have to, because you probably do it as well, but I can highly recommend to just go back to the songs you've didn't listen for a while, because you can discover something new every time you listen to it. What I also find quite intriguing is that because you've been a fan of Tool for many years, and you still feel like this freshness, and sometimes I can tell that you just discovered something more in it, something that you didn't think before. So I think that's great as well.
Correct. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And that's great. I wouldn't say it's specific just to Tool. I think as a person, you can do that with any... because songs, I think you mentioned this in one of the previous videos, you analyze the song throughout the lenses of your own experiences and
Yeah.
so on. So the more I
Or
experience,
biases.
yeah, the more I experience, the more or the different ways I can look at different songs,
Yeah.
which is great.
100% true, and I love it, honestly. I can't wait to listen to the next album, which will be amazing journey. I'm quite convinced. I heard so many great comments. Everybody says it's a biggie, but I'm also extremely excited for our next song, which will be A Perfect Circle. So first,
Judith.
for the first time, I'm extremely excited. I've been even thinking of changing the scenery a little bit, just to kind of maybe stress that
We've got different.
Scenery now. Don't we?
Not scenery. How do you call that thing?
I don't know.
I'm gonna check.
Just Google it, yeah. But basically, you can see me from slightly different angle. It's because our gimbal is still broken, but it's just tiny technicalities. In any event, I think I have a little bit of announcement as well. I don't know how you're gonna react to this one if you're still listening or watching. We are launching Patreon, so if you're interested, if there's anything you would like from us, and if you would like us to use it, just let us know. Hopefully the link will be attached under the video somewhere.
I don't think it will be, because we don't have any ideas or any good ideas of what content we could provide for patrons. So I think we would like to ask for those ideas.
Okay then. Yeah. You taking care of technicalities, so all right. Fair enough.
It's not exactly technicality. By the way, it's a frame, so we've got different frame.
Yes, we do have a different frame. Apologies. I couldn't find this word in my head either. So yeah, thank you so much for being with us, for watching. I'm really grateful that we started and continuing the journey, and it's hopefully gonna get better. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.